Linux for Beginners: How to Master the Linux Operating System and Command Line from Scratch. Written by Noah Herrmann. Narrated by Joshua Mount. Introduction. Linux is a free and open-source operating system based on the Unix and POSIX programming languages. It is free to download and use. It was built on the Intel x86 paradigm. In reality, compared to the rest of the operating systems, Linux has the most extensive user base. This is why a Linux-based computer or system is fast and is often ever compared to those incredible supercomputers. Unlike other operating systems, Linux can be customized to any form of the system used, while other operating systems are designed for a particular computer type. This is due to the open-source software collaboration, capable of supporting different libraries and directories. The next step is to learn more about writing and editing shell scripts and developing automation scripts that will help you get more out of Linux. The Linux operating system, OS, is not well recognized by the average user. Even though it is the most commonly used platform, with applications for Android phones, smartwatches, refrigerators, washing machines, video game consoles, and DVRs. When you remember how Linux came to be and how it continues to grow, it is awe-inspiring. Linux has evolved from its humble beginnings as a hobby for one human, Linus Torvalds of Finland, to a full-fledged operating system with features that rival any commercial Unix operating system. To top it off, Linux, along with all of its source code, is free. All you have to do is to download it from the internet or purchase it on CDs or DVDs from one of the many Linux CD sellers for a small fee. The adage, "you get what you pay for," does not apply to Linux. Linux is not a slouch for performance, functionality, and reliability, even though it is free. The way Linux is designed and modified has a lot to do with its robustness. Developers from all over the world work together to add new functionality. Users update incremental versions daily and test them in several device configurations. Linux revisions are subjected to much more extensive beta testing than consumer applications. The number of Linux users has increased exponentially since Linux kernel 1.0 on March 14, 1994. Many Linux distributions make installation and usage of the operating system, software, and installation tools easier. Some Linux distributions are sold and subsidized commercially, while others are still freely available. Unlike many other free downloadable software programs, Linux comes with a wealth of online documentation on topics like downloading and configuring the operating system on several PCs and peripherals. A few hardcore Linux users are proficient enough to use Linux effectively solely based on online documentation. However, a much more significant percentage of users switch to Linux for a particular purpose, such as setting up a web server or learning Linux. Many Linux users still use their machines at home. The online documentation is difficult.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?